Well, this is Drew's blog number 34. No skits. Just movie and comic book review. Oh, and regular book reviews. That's the one book I read. Because ever since like number 30, I've been working on a book called Gerald's Game by Stephen King, which is like boring and shit. You can't stop reading it. You're like, whoa, what is it? What's gonna happen? So I'm not reviewing that one yet. I'm done. But so yeah, movie review. First one, Corky Romano. I watched that for the first time actually. Everyone's like, "Wow, it's been out for like years." I haven't seen it. Brad's had it on DVD for a while, and I borrowed it, and it's a pretty decent comedy. It's about I don't know, the guy who played Ned Roxbury, whatever the hell his name is. Not Will Ferrell, the other one. Chris Kattan. Or Catton or whatever. He has to go undercover at the FBI to retrieve some files to get his dad off the hook. So if he gets the files, which are evidence, then the FBI won't have anything against his dad, and his dad's like a mafia leader. That's pretty funny. The Dark Knight. Holy shit! Watch that in theaters. That movie was fucking amazing. Okay, honestly, for those of you who know me, you'd know that my favorite movie of all time was The Butterfly Effect. Not anymore. The Dark Knight. That's right. Now, I said, you fucking hate DC and you hate Batman because he's not a superhero. I don't give a fuck. That movie was amazing. Heath Ledger, like, holy shit, man. Like, he honestly sold me. He had me believing he was the Joker. I watched it and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I actually seen it twice actually. I saw it Palace Cinema premiere. So the Thursday that it came out, or like it came out on Friday, and I saw it at midnight at the Palace. I think we were at Silver City with the Palace. And I watched it there, and it was amazing. And then I went back and saw it on Tuesday. Yeah. The Eagles live from Melbourne, the farewell tour. That was a great concert. I didn't go and see it. I have it DVD, and me and Dad watched it. It was like 2 hours, maybe it's like 2.5. A lot of good music though. I think it was 2005, so it's all their hits, and they have a lot. My favorite is actually a Joe Walsh song. Life's Been Good to Me So Far. That was a good song. But yeah, it's a great concert. They have the four Eagles, and then they have like 30 guys behind them because there's so many different instruments they need. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. I was like, musical? That's fucking gay. Holy shit. No, don't go into it thinking, oh, it's musical, I don't want to watch it. Okay? Honestly, it takes about 10 minutes to use the musical part of it, but once you know what I mean? The movie is amazing. There's scenes where, like, he just grabs them and it's like, and the blood's gushing and shit. It's like, what's the musical? What kind of musical has this? Like, what? But, fantastic. Johnny Depp was amazing in it. That's about, Johnny Depp's wife, was stolen from him by the governor or something, a person in politics, and then he was sent in jail for no good reason. And then he gets out 15 years later, comes back to London, England, and opens up he becomes a barber above a meat shop, rents out a shop of a meat shop, and starts killing people in town for revenge, and they make meat pies out of it and sell it. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Lions for Lambs. Political movie. Meryl Streep, Robert Redford, Tom Cruise. I don't know what the fuck was going on during that movie. I'm like what's going on? It goes from like one scene to the next, and there's not really an ending. You got Robert Redford and some kid in a room talking about politics. You got Tom Cruise, Meryl Streep, and Tom Cruise was like a governor, and they're in his room talking about politics. And you got this two soldiers in Iraq, and their helicopter goes down, and they're stuck, and they gotta shoot all these terrorists, and they're stuck in the freezing cold. I don't know what the fuck's going on, and then it's ended. I'm like, well, there was no beginning really. They're all just thrown into these three different situations, you know. And then they talk and whatnot, and then it just ends. I'm like, it didn't resolve anything. It was just like a writer's perspective on politics. And they're like, well, let's get Tom Cruise, Meryl Streep, Mel Redford, and just throw them in this couple scenes and see what happens. And they probably make good money out of it. Yeah, don't fucking watch it. It's honestly probably the only movie I reviewed today. Okay, don't watch. It was terrible. It wasn't terrible, but it just, like, it was written amazingly. You know, directed good. Acting was brilliant, but there was no storyline to it, really. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know who thought of this. Grandma's Boy. I've seen this like 1,000 times. I think this is the only one that I haven't seen before. Yeah, it's the only one, or that I have already seen before. It was fantastic. By the way, my dogs are going crazy. My parents are home, and they're gonna come down, and they're gonna interrupt me in a second while I'm filming. So, just to warn you on that, you know, it's gonna have to cut, and then yes, but you're gonna come back. You're gonna think of some tomfoolery going on, some editing trick. That's it. That's all it is. You probably hear dogs barking and shit. That's what they do. They're fucking crazy. I wanted to just take like this pair of scissors and ram it up the fucking skull, but I can't because I love him. You know, it's like you have a kid and he drives you crazy. You want to take a scissors and ram up the fucking skull, but you can't. Okay, so I'll be back with the rest of the movies and the comic book review. Sorry about that. It's like if they come in here, it'll ruin the entire thing. So next is The Who, Who's Next, which was a documentary on The Who that came out in 2006, I believe. And I bought that. I've been buying a lot of Who stuff right now because they're amazing. And this a lot of concert footage and there were some interviews and stuff, but not a lot. But it was, you know, it was really good to watch, and you learn a lot of stuff about The Who. I also watched The Who, Who's Better, Who's Best, which was really good. It wasn't a documentary, it was just like their best of kind of thing, like 17 songs, just from different concerts. And that was really well done. I mean, you watch The Who, and you know, who doesn't love that? Bow, 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 bow. Like, you know, you hear Teenage Wasteland, Won't Be Fooled Again, or Who Are You, and like you can't help but sing along, or you just instantly recognize it because it's the fucking Who. Or they have so many different songs, but those were the three main ones. So that was really good. Check that out. And The Who, The Kids Are Alright, which is a documentary that was made in 1979. And I think it was made after Keith Moon, the drummer, died. Best drummer alive. Ooh. Probably could have said that. Best drummer ever on live. Because he died in 78. And then they made a documentary in 79. And that was amazing. That was different concert footage. And a lot of interviews and a lot of stuff like that. Which was amazing. And promotional videos, a lot of, like, their promotional video for Happy Jack and Who Are You wasn't, like, they were really good. The Happy Jack one was hilarious, and again, it was really good. It's the last time Keith Moon was in a recording studio with The Who, and this also has Won't Be Fooled Again, which is the last time Keith Moon was on stage with The Who. So it's nice to have that. It's nice to just watch that. You can get it all on YouTube, actually. Type in Won't Get Fooled Again, Keith Moon, and you'll see it. It's the last time that you actually see The Who, or Keith Moon with The Who.